Hi, this is Zahir. In this video, I will be talking about how to get started with put writing. How much money can I make with put writing? Please note that these videos are for people who are starting out new and have basically very little experience with put writing, and they have a lot of questions, hesitations. I strongly encourage that those of you who are first timers or starting out, take a full theory course, either an online course or one of my live put basic course, to understand the theory of the put writing. These videos are not substitute or will take you through all the theory of the put writing. The purpose of this video is to give you some tips on how to get started with put writing. This is just to help you. If you have questions or comments, make sure you ask them, and I will try my best to answer. We'll start with a few basic concepts that you may have covered already in your theory course. Basic concepts that will bridge from theory going into practical. So what is a put? Put contract is basically like an insurance contract. A put writer commits to put buyer that I will buy the share at the strike price, no matter what is the price of the stock. For example, if a stock is trading at $100 and a put seller sells a put contract with strike price equals to $90, then put seller is committing that he or she will buy the shares of this stock at a $90 a share. At that time, when the put buyer pays put seller a premium for this commitment. In future, before the contract expires, the put seller can be asked to buy the shares. If the price goes down to $80 or $70 or $50, the put buyer can ask put seller to buy the stocks at a $90 because that is the commitment put seller made when sold the put contract. An assignment happens when the put buyer actually asks you to buy the shares. How put seller makes money? In short, put contracts have a premium attached to it, and that is the seller's to keep. Every time when you sell a put, you get a premium. That premium is your income. What is the risk here? The risk is that put seller can be asked to buy the shares when price is going down. But for that risk, the put buyer pays a premium. It is very much like an insurance contract. An insurance company sells the insurance contracts, collects the premium, and sometimes they cover insurance claims. Likewise, in put world, a put seller is like an insurance company, sells a put contract, collects the premium, and at times may be asked to buy the shares at a falling price. The idea is that put seller is asked to buy the shares less often and more often keep the premium. So here are the steps for someone who wants to start put writing. The first thing I suggest is you should get familiar with the theory behind the put writing. Read, listen, and I strongly encourage you take a short course on basic put writing, because practical aspects are important, but theory of put writing is very important. You should be clear with what put writing is all about and how it works. Then you go through some of the videos that I have created for practical steps. Once you have a theory knowledge and how to get started with practical steps, open a free paper account with any online broker. Start by doing some paper trades. These online brokers give you a real simulation. While it is a dummy account and not real money, but the environment in which you will trade is very much like a live environment. As you practice with the paper trade, make sure you connect your theory and your practice. And if there are questions, if there are gaps, if there is a confusion, go back, ask questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Only when you are ready, start with real money. And even when you start with real money, two things are important. You make sure you do one trade at a time, like a one put sell, and let it expire. Also, when you sell the first put, do it deep out of the money. So the chances of your getting assignment or risk is very little. Once you have gone through a couple of trades like that, and if your comfort level is good, then you start getting into more frequent trades. And again, even at that stage, you should continue to learn